Hi there, welcome fellow truth seekers. I'm Amy, and on today's video I want to talk about ESG and how I think it's going to cause one of the biggest wealth transfers since the pandemic, and also how it is being used as a smokescreen to actually continue with oil and gas drilling. So let's get into it. First of all, if you don't know what ESG means, it's the environmental, social, and governance agenda that was heavily promoted by the World Economic Forum. And if you know anything about the World Economic Forum, you know that they are up to nefarious things and should not be trusted. But basically, they are causing people to look at environmental, social, and governance aspects of their investments. And that is drawing in the retail investor who cares about the environment actually and cares about diversity and inclusion and some of the woke things going on in the world. And they also want to know how a company is run. The problem is ESG doesn't really have defined standards. So what you have is new companies that are popping up like MSCI, and they will do research on, all the different companies that are in the market so you can make these decisions. But I think what's happening is it's attracting the YouTubers and the TikTokers and the average Joe and Jane, as my favorite macroeconomics guy, George Gammon, always says. And they're bringing them into the stock market. And the elites, the World Economic Forum, the Fed, all these people in charge that are in the elite, the top 1%, they have control of the rug that all these people are standing on in the retail investment market. And at any point in time, they could pull that rug out, and all of the money that the retail investor has through Robinhood or whatever gaming type of investment app they have, they're going to lose all their money, all the while that wealth is transferred back upward to those top 1% people. So I think that's one of the red flags that I would put out there right away about ESG, is that it's really just manipulating the retail investor and getting people into something that they probably wouldn't have gotten into initially. The next thing that I feel like is important to know about ESG is that it kind of is like recycling. It looks really good on the outside, but when you get down to it, we need to change our own personal behaviors if we want to affect change and climate crisis and all those kinds of things. And so ESG is similar to recycling in that the people that are benefiting from the ESG classifications are essentially people like Bill Gates. For example, a new tech company called Carbon Engineering is working on a way to sequester carbon dioxide out of the air and inject it into the earth. And basically, that's the ESG happy-go-lucky, good for the planet part of it. But what they're not really fully disclosing is that at the same time, what they're hoping to do is get oil out of the ground and have basically a zero impact, because they're positively affecting the climate while putting carbon dioxide into the ground and keeping it away from humans, all the while negatively impacting the environment by drilling oil. all in one action. And one of the biggest supporters of this company is Bill Gates. So you have to look at the big picture and realize that a lot of all of this is just, their way to manipulate and control what people are doing in the world. It also is contributing to huge increases in pouring money into green energy. But I also did a story recently on how that green energy money is being utilized by public and private partnerships, which again are not benefiting the people, the residents. It's only benefiting the elite and the government and the corporate entities that are benefiting from that triangle. There's nowhere in that triangle that you and me are involved. That is my take on ESGs and how it relates to the marketplace. And as Russell Brand says, this is just my opinion. What's your opinion? Leave a comment below and let me know. And if you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.